Everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. It's been a while since we made that mistake. Yesterday's daily, hard, we performed okay, and we ranked okay. I think that's very fair. We got the defect, shiny, big game hunter, terminal. Arzakan, I see you up there on the regular. Anybody else? The usual suspects. Protagonist. Okay, I mean, these are high scores. Glail, well, we crushed him yesterday. We'll try to do the same today. Lots, and especially considering that it's only 2 hours in, the fact that there's so many quadruple-digit scores is great. Step 1 of every daily is recon, okay? So we've done that. Big Game Hunter, Terminal, Shiny. I mean, Terminal, I would almost say, and I'm being honest with you, it's taken me a while to get to this point, but I think that Terminal is actually good. 5 plated, it just goes to show you how good, what is it that gives us Thread and Needle? It just goes to show you how good Thread and Needle is to begin with. Let me look here. 1, so this would be 2, 3, 4. 4 is a really good number. Do we want to fight enemies? We don't really care whether we fight enemies or question marks. No way to dodge a shop early, unfortunately. I want to hit as many question marks as possible, I think. We can get good events. Okay, turn 1. We are taking damage. But I think taking 1 damage is completely fine. Because we're going to lose 1 HP after this is over anyway. So to get Echo Form out there, I think it's worth it. So many Seek. Well, Core Surge plus Electrodynamics. Or actually, just Electrodynamics by itself finishes it off for sure. Regen Potion. I'll take a Glacier. I think that's one of the best cards in the Defect suite. In general, if possible, and we can get away with it, we can skip a shop. So I would prefer not to buy anything and just save our money for the future. But is there anything in particular that really fits the bill here? I mean, with wait a minute, no, we only have 18 cards in the deck. We don't have 15 cards in the deck. Yes, we should take cards. Hologram is extremely great. And I don't think a Deep Breath, oh, we can't afford it. Rebound, also. Okay, I love both of those. Hologram, again, every time I get it, I'll say it. I may overrate it. Bias Cognition, all for one, works for me. I may overrate it, but I like it a lot. Okay, now with 11, I want to see, Self-Repair is not rare, so there's no way we have it. What I would like to do is probably like Glacier. That takes us to more than enough block. And then play nothing. I don't want to hologram a Glacier back into our hand. Alright, so we basically have 9 plated armor. I mean, I could hit you for 24. I think I prefer like a Biased Cognition, Core Surge, and then no Amplify. Because this is 876, which is almost, actually it is enough to kill you. If you ignore block, which you can't really do, but we also have so much block as a result. So we'll rebound. Let's seek. Should have taken Hyper Beam. Now that I mean, it's a kill either way. We should have taken Hyper Beam. Would have gotten the kill for sure. Cold Snap just to keep cycles moving on our. We can do it. Oh, it's not a huge relic, but it's a huge. I mean, a lucky get to begin with. All right, 8 damage. Rainbow will mean we still take damage. I would really prefer not to, so I'm going to reboot and hope for the best. Okay, well, we put ourselves in essentially a very similar situation. It's not a bad turn. We take 1 damage, and we brought a rebound back for the future as well. So what is rebound for us? 20 damage, 7 block. No, Rainbow Exhaust because it's not upgraded. Disregard. Let me think. Glacier tends to be great. If we seek... I mean, Electrodynamics is so good. Hyper Beam is really great too. I'll take it. I may not play it. I gotta think about it. Just by playing Electrodynamics, it's 8 damage to all enemies. Channels 2 lightning, so it gives us 5 block. We go up to 9. We could then play a hologram. We'll take a little. It'll kill him quick. Is there any other way we get around this? I mean, we can gain 9 block. Dude, okay, so you're not going to love this play, probably. But this takes us to 18 block. To be honest, even though it's a little slower, and that could burn us on the dazes later, I really am committed to this idea that, you know, not taking damage early is going to be what carries us a little bit. Unless I'm crazy, this should get 2 kills. Yeah, okay, that for 4 energy, that seemed really worth it. And we literally cannot take damage. The only way that we could take damage would be to get burns or something in our deck, which is why I'm drawing, because he can never hit us for more than 8. So as it is right now, like, there's no complaints whatsoever here. Now we can take damage next turn, but we probably won't. We did it just to get some actual damage out there. If we did, I'd be very upset. Thankfully, we're not. Okay, so our relic is Thread and Needle. Oh my god, no wonder. Okay, now it's insanely great. And we're going to start upgrading some cards as quickly as possible here, because we got a great deck. Buffer gets so much better. Hologram is another obvious target. 10 plated armor is just nuts. So we could play Biased Cognition, and in all likelihood, it's not gonna be bad. I actually kind of just like this play right off the bat. So right now, we got 26 block, no, 24 block natively. This turn we're getting 12. So we'd like to play like a block. This'll work. Okay. I'd like to keep those out there. Let's do it like this. It's a skill, so I don't like it, but maybe we should have held on to more Frost, but there was, I mean, it's either that or play all for 1 for damage. So you're doing 16 damage. We would like to play a little bit of damage ourselves, or a little bit of block ourselves if possible. I don't really care what we bring back. We're taking 2. Miscalculated. My mistake. But now we have Echo Form, so in my head I'm like, this is where things get good, right? Yeah, more or less. That went okay. I mean, 2 energy for a buffer is a good trade. I don't care who you are, I think that's a good trade. Usually, I think if you pick up a Seek on turn 1, that's going to be your best option, because you can grab whatever you want as a result. Like, well, this dude sleeps, why don't we just grab ourselves an Echo Form, get set up like that. What I do want is a self-repair. If we can get a self-repair early, that's another good Seek target, believe it or not. So we probably, I mean, we could have amplified that. That would have been interesting, at least. Okay. If we rebound, he wakes up. So let's not do that. Instead, on this turn, let's make him crap himself. Look, that's 4 turns of not taking damage with 10 plated armor. So if you'll excuse me, I'm pretty pleased with the way this looks. Probably start with a doubled up rainbow. And admittedly, could have done, and we're going to lose 1 buffer, who cares? Could have done a doubled, well, doubled anything, really. 3, so this would be like 42 damage. I kind of like Bias Cognition to start with. He's dead. Yeah, this went, like, insanely well. This deck is too good now. Oh my god! I mean, now we'll start with Echo Form in hand, and we can seek whatever we want. We don't need any more Echo. Like, it's just, it might work, but it might approach the point of being a little too zany, dare I suggest. So we'll make Hologram come back. I really genuinely think Hologram is an insanely amazing card. Turn 1, no damage. Now it's a new world. It's Echo Form Electro. I mean, why not? There's no real good 0 energy target for us that I see. So it's 9 damage done. I mean, they're dead. Disregard. Mathematics goes out the window when you got a big laser beam, apparently. More all-for-ones is not bad, but we need more zero-cost cards to make it work. Like, we have an insanely strong 23-card deck. I don't really want to play around with it right now. I would love to get a double energy. I think that's like our next... If we could get that and have it as a seek target, we'd be in love. But right now, I mean, you're seeing the methodology pretty easily. I will go for the eyes. I think that's... Sunder is also good because of the Echo Form synergy we're going to have almost every time. This time we will Echo Form. We'll seek out a 1 energy card. And I think Bias Cognition, because it's already upgraded, Bias Cognition seems really good. And it's really good with Electrodynamics as well, which we do not have yet, but so be it. We were not made vulnerable because of Core Surge. That was an accident. I didn't even think about it, but worked out nicely for us. We don't need a Focus Potion. Who are we fighting? I'm going to take it. I'm going to upgrade our other hologram just to keep that cycling. We should have no excuse not to perfect this guy. Really, all we have to do is channel Frost and then sit on it. Now, I mean, there's so many good options. A double creative AI is good, but dude, I mean, Echo Form. It's pretty solid. Now, you're doing 32 damage. That's no joke. So I'm thinking... I mean, Glacier by itself is 39. There we go. We're taking no damage. Now would be a good time to take the Focus Potion, I think. Also a great turn to get Core Surge, but I digress. I'd like to hit you for 16. We can easily do it. Every card is played twice. Just, I guess, get used to it is what I'll say about that. I mean, no reason not to play Hologram, but... Alright, 9 damage. We do have to put the blocks up first, if possible, but we'll start with Buffer. Buffer's good. The thing is, it's worth playing Electro if we think we're liable to get a Glacier at some point afterwards. Because, like, right now we have 10 block to start with, which is awesome. But we may need more in the future, and this is a good case in point for that. But the damage output we got out of it was insane. So we got 35 plus 12 block. We got 47 block. I don't really want to weaken you. I would rather draw 2 extra cards per turn and then weaken you, which I definitely should have done. I got to think about this because I have no idea what to do because we're destroying you. I mean, Thunderstrike is just going to absolutely eviscerate you. If we got it again, that would have been just perfect. I mean, here we have no block. So usually, if you want to make this work, you're going to have to start with a block or a channel. Or we... I don't know that either. So we'll start with a block. And it just brings itself back, but sure. There you go. There's a turn for you. I don't want to evoke Frost. I don't want to play Bias Cognition. Losing focus long term is the only thing that could stop us, really. This turn, I got to think about it. Because if we can get a Glacier out there first, and you know, my stupid brain was like, after the Glacier, that's where it gets real simple. We'll just play Thunderstrike. Turns out we don't have the energy to play every single card we want to do every turn. At least not yet. Rainbow sets us up pretty nicely. Again, we may not kill him this turn, but he has no chance long term. It'd be nice to kill him in one hit. I don't know if there's any way not to kill him in one hit with our current setup. So it's really, really hard to rank well on a daily like today's. Where everything, I mean, is set up to basically allow you to win easily. Here's the thing. I think Philosopher's Stone might be better for today's daily, but Cursed Key is probably better at making sure you never lose your perfects. That's the way I'm looking at it. So we're going to be in great company today if we get in that quadruple digit club, but to rank high is going to be tough. It's 2. That would be 3 or 3 or 3. This would be 4 or 4. We don't want to hit an early shop necessarily. In fact, I would not mind going through this whole floor without ever hitting like a shop. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I'm just trying to find question marks. There's not a whole lot. Alright, I think if we start here, we can do okay for ourselves. Okay, I mean, this time we actually had to put up some block on turn 1. That's a new one. So we may not get to play Echo Form. Let me think about this. I mean, at this point, we definitely won't get to play Echo Form, but I think it's okay. Like, Echo Form is... I wouldn't say it's situational because it's bad. Sometimes situational is like, you know... I gotta think about this one. Can I even play Echo Form here? If I play Bias Cognition, I could probably sneak out an Echo Form, right? 7, 7, 7. I mean, easily. It's just some turns it's more efficient to play something else, even though you know if you don't play it, you're going to lose it forever. And that's why you play Echo Form, because it makes focus irrelevant. Boot sequence, huge. Now, what that does is it stops that we can't play Echo Form stuff right in its tracks. We start every turn with 23 damage. I was just going to say, a 1 energy card that gives us any benefit, because it's not going to break his armor. So a 1 energy card with Artifact or a 1 energy card like Bias Cognition, I think is the way you go. Whatever we play first is going to be played twice. He is going to be weak, so we shouldn't worry about blocking too much, but we'll play Glacier anyway. So, alright, 13 damage Lightning. It's a start. A doubled Hyper Beam is dangerous, but I'm willing to take a stab. We still got 6 Lightning. And of course in my head I'm like, well, we got a Hologram, a Hyper Beam back, and then he's not dead, but he's dead next turn. Why not? Due to any variety of causes, really. I will always add Claw, because it's fun. That's really what it comes down to. I'll gain max HP. I don't want to have to rest, but if we have to, we have to. Dude, this is a huge one. Okay, so you definitely Echo Form. You don't boot sequence, because All for One can grab it. You seek and you grab Core Surge. Which does... Maybe it exists in our hand already? Excuse me. Core Surge. There we go. That way we dodge the Snecko-Eye, because I'm not interested in playing his game. Now we need like 5 block per turn. Definitely should not have done that. I have to think. It only channels 3 plasma. We should have played that first, is what it really comes down to, obviously. Okay, well, this dude is screwed. It just isn't quite as screwed as he possibly previously would have thought he's screwed. I don't know, we have 3 buffers, so that's acceptable. Really, if we draw Hyper Beam or Meteor Strike and can actually play Meteor Strike, you're dead. If we had done this in the reverse order, like a smart person, we would have just destroyed you. Instead, we did it in the opposite order, like an idiot, and still destroyed you. Charge Battery. Insanely great card. Okay. Turn 1. 12 damage. That's cute. Why wouldn't you amplify it? Can I just ask you this question about why you hate Amplify so much? We traded Seek for 1 energy. I don't know if I would necessarily consider that a strong play. It's a bit weak, but doubling buffer, I think, for the most part, tends to be useful. Means that we don't sweat that situation. Dude, I love doubling bias, cognition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Got every man in here fishing. So we have 30 block this turn. We probably don't need to play more buffers, huh? So what we're going to do is double up Amplify and then play more buffers and play more machine learnings. Why? It's not, we didn't really have any attacks that we could play anyway. Is mostly what it came down to there. Now a doubled up Hyper Beam is pretty solid, but I want to start with a doubled up Electro first. You're doing 18 damage. That's cute. Would I rather... Do we have 6 Echo Form? No, 6 Focus. We only have 1 Echo Form, so Hyper Beam wouldn't be played twice. Just double up on that. He's dead anyway. I mean, he's actually dead already. Oh, huge. Double energy. So oftentimes on turn 1, we're going to seek double energy. Seek. Double energy. Play it. Boot sequence. Hologram doesn't work yet. Echo form. Are we going to take damage? 28. We are going to take damage. We're going to take 0 now. We're going to get debuffed, though. Alright. So with Echo Form out there... That's not an upgraded buffer. We're going to take damage. We have 14 plated armor and 2 buffers. We're not going to take damage. We're not staying too far ahead of the curve, though. Let's be real. Generally speaking, Glacier tends to be the right play here. Just to get ahead. So you're doing 32. We have way more than 32. Okay, so I guess we're working on this front lord here. Hologram back at Claw. It's like a mix of our last 2 runs. Well... we dodged weakness. Really, what we're sitting on here is a Hyper Beam. We draw Hyper Beam, we win. Glacier is just a maintenance play. Now, we are going to have Entangle next turn. So we'd like to have a Glacier, I suppose, as the best means of dealing damage. Or the best way of keeping ourselves alive. You're doing 20. We already have 20. But instead of having 20, what if we had 50? And instead of having 50, what if we had 61 and we did 26 damage to both of you? So they're both dead. That's a great start. I mean, it's a finish, but you know what I mean. Oh, they're dead. Okay. Sundial. Just okay. More Seeks. Absolutely. How could you be mad, right? So double energy being free essentially makes this 2 energy cheaper. I know that seems weird. It probably doesn't seem weird in actuality, but... So we fought 1 elite. This will be 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Might even go to the chest first. We'll see. 6 energy. So this turn, we do not need to seek... for double energy. We would probably Claw. I mean, Echo Form, of course. All for 1. We could still Claw you. Seek a 1 energy card. And, I mean, to be honest, Core Surge has been great to us. But I think 1 extra card via Machine Learning is not bad optics in this situation. Now, this might be a double energy situation. It's way too much energy, but we don't want to play it second unless we play a 0-cost card first, which we could, but, I mean, you want to... I mean, I guess, to be honest with you, I actually think that the right play... but then... Let's just do things the old-fashioned way, okay? We'll double our energy way too much for no reason. Amplify, then buffer gets doubled anyway. Go for the eyes on this guy. He's only doing 18 damage. The buffer apparently was necessary. I chose to do the damage to kill that guy, even though we're going to take damage anyway. Makes our orbs much worse, but in the end, I think this worked out okay. We'll get another Echo form out there, so that's a doubled up Echo form. 2 energy remaining. I mean, Bias Cognition is pretty good here. And after Bias Cognition, let's just take damage. I think we can take him anyway. So now we have real focus back. We got 19 block on every single turn. Dude, one day we're going to get a Meteor Strike. Double energy does exhaust. Yeah, okay, so it's gone forever. The multicast I do not like here. I don't really want a double reboot. Do we really want a double rebound? Doesn't really matter if we want to. That's what we did. We got the shuffles at least. Again, you could buffer some more. Still do not love this, but it's really hard for an enemy to hit us through this much block. This is more what you're looking for right there. Six energy. It's a rebound, all for one. I was like, how many cards get played twice here? Sure, you got me. Every card we play gets played twice? Hyper Beam? Any card will kill the leader, so yeah, Hyper Beam will kill all of them. That's merciful. Turnip, you can't become frail. Nothing wrong with that. Seek is still great. Nunchaku. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain energy. I don't like Pain as a card, but it's not like we have Runic Dodecahedron to set us back. Probably on this turn, because we have so many Seeks, I think you can get away with a Seek, double energy. Just gives us a big first turn. We still have 5 energy left, which is ridiculous. I still like playing Glacier to get these out there for the future. Seek again. We're going to have 3 energy. Electro's not terrible here. Maybe we should have just played more Echo forms. Anyway. So, Amplify, Bias Cognition. Now we have 22 block. Nothing to complain about. Seek, I mean, I don't know, what do you take? Because this guy's already in trouble. I think what you might like to take is a Core Surge, as we do many times. That way we avoid whatever. I mean, he might have just been making us frail, which is, again, irrelevant. But you can see my philosophy for this run. It's pretty broken as the defect right now. Beam Cell's great. This is not just all for one. Just having cheap vulnerability enabling is really high. High quality, I should say. This is a Seek. Double energy. We can't play everything. I'm sorry, Meteor Strike. You're gonna think this is crazy. The thing is, the thing about all of this is that Meteor Strike showing up later is better for us. This is not good. This one is kind of horrible. Any block, and I'd be a happy man. But you can't double a reboot. So you know what? This is still pretty terrible. I'm holding it. How much does it evoke for? 13? I'm holding it. We're going to take a hit. That's really what we're sitting on right there. Admittedly, Meteor Strike also would have been a great choice. Start by channeling a dark core surge. I mean, more bias. The bias cognitions, especially with Hyper Beam, are insanely good as long as you can kill enemies quickly, which is made very easy. Wait, do we want double energy here? I think we do. You could just take a core surge and ruin his life. Yeah, that's probably more sensible. So what do? You hit him with the core surge, the echo form. No problems whatsoever. We got our deck, playing our game. We get double energy later. So we missed out on playing a rainbow. Who cares? Decent start. We don't need to play it, so we'll play machine learning instead. He's got 4 turns of vulnerability. You could always echo form an echo form, but the thing is you don't have to echo form an echo form. Instead we could seek. No, seek's gonna get played twice. Do we want Meteor Strike? We'd rather just have Hyper Beam. And then I mean, straight up buffer is just kind of like safeguarding us, even though it's probably not gonna be necessary. It's very unfortunate. The math did not treat you kindly there. I'll just be honest. Okay. No extra energy. We like this turn, though. Let's see, we got 23 block. We need just a little bit more. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just endlessly play Seeks over and over. Well, you know, if you play 2 more cards, we get some more energy, huh? What card could we play that we could play twice? It's not worth it. You know what we could take? Now we're good. Taking no damage. Still in an okay spot. Yeah, that's the ticket. Very slightly weaken the enemy instead of doing anything of substance. Alright, so he is dead. And we are going to have a lot of energy. We got even more thanks to the nunchucks, I think. Beam cell? Can we hologram anything associated with draw? I do not believe so. If you want to be really, you know, pedantic, I suppose you get a hologram back an all for one and just keep doing him dirty like that. Got rid of his plated armor pretty quickly. And, I mean, you could double up on a glacier for infinite energy. And if you know me, you know that is what I'm going to do for certain. I mean, we didn't. It's counting down, I guess. So we have 13 energy. And you are dead as heck. That's tough. I normally do like turbo. By the way, I probably, in all likelihood, I'm expecting to rest here. Eight damage, huh? I'm expecting the rest before the boss, even though an upgrade would be good. Hard to say no to Electro here. Yeah. I mean, sure. It's like 88 damage. That went very well. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting things to go poorly, to be clear. I just wasn't expecting them to go that well. I mean, all of them are fine. I'm worried we're going to fight the Awakened one now, though. So I'm going to rest. Just to make sure. Who we fighting? I really, really don't think we're going to die. So it's kind of a waste of either a remove or an upgrade. But better safe than sorry. This is like the turn where we don't need double energy, but maybe we'd like to have it. Because we definitely 100% want to play Echo Form, but we shouldn't play it yet. We could obviously multicast. Like, what if you doubled energy, you got to 12. then you just multicast this. That's only 96 damage. I don't want to sound petty, but that's not that much. You could use energy and then double it. You get 4 extra energy total. So instead of 96, you'd do like 100 and something. Wouldn't we rather have an Electro out there first? Good point. So I think seek Electrodynamics. This is to prepare for the next turn. Double your energy. Echo Form, Electro, Core Surge. It's a bit weak, but we do get the Echo Form out. Obviously. Not playing Meteor Strike feels a little bit like a ripoff. Yeah, so I was banking on being able to kill a couple of them at least. I just wanted to play my hand out. Okay. Now this turn. This is a little silly. So I really, really like Biased Cognition. In our current context, it's doing 13 damage to every enemy right now. Very solid. We're taking none for certain, by the way. What I'm going to do is turn this run full ridiculous. That's where we're going now. So yeah, nobody's dying this turn, but everybody's taking a pretty nasty hit. We're going to get debuffed like crazy, but every card we play is going to get played twice. Alright, 47 damage. In most situations, that would be bad. I suppose. Let's double this. Let's double this. It's gonna bring itself back, I think. I'm confused about it, but I think that's how it works. And then we got 3, so we should have one more. That's 34, 44. You're doing 47. I'll tell you what, we'll bring back more. Maybe like bring back an all for one, and then another 0 cost, so we can use the 0 cost twice. And then it'll be something like Beam Cell, go for the eyes, Claw, Beam Cell, all for one. Then it gets ridiculous, you know? We're gonna get more energy back too. It's be something like a Claw. Probably start working on this guy, right? Beam Cell. You might not live, no offense. So we got our energy back. Let's start with like a rebound, then a reboot. And honestly, I don't want to play any more cards. I would rather not take damage to pain. I'm happy to have seen it get ripped out of our hands instead. So we'll start with a Meteor Strike, and this is where you should know at this point that your life is over. You are highly destroyed. How would you like to kill him? I like the doubled up Hyper Beam personally. Okay, great combat, no damage, still staying strong. The thing is, like, all these are good, but we might have just too many. We don't need that many Echo Forms. No longer Smith, Channel of Plasma. Honestly, I'm going for the relics. The thing is, energy, not really, sorry, I hit my desk. Not that much of a problem. And I'm going to fight a lot of elites, hopefully. Let's hope this is good. So we want question marks if possible. Yep. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seems fair. We want question marks so we can get good events. Events that give us score. 9 damage. That's cute. Echo Form. It's definitely like a... You know, don't do what I did in this situation. This is highly the wrong play. What you do is you seek double energy so you can play out your hand. And we'll still play double energy this turn. Go up to 20. And then evoke this. You gotta think, right? Like, if we evoke this 20 times, nothing can live. So let's go multicast. We don't take that as a finisher all that often. Very sorry about your loss here, by the way. Unless my math is wrong, in which case I'm sorry about my loss. I'll take a charge back. I think we don't want to get too cocky on the blocky. Let's think about this. Lantern's great. Rightmost orb triggering one more time. Probably insanely great. Passive focus I'm fine with. Let's add the madness. I don't think this has diluted our deck that much. I think everything we added was relatively meaningful. Not a high quality event, but it is combat. I mean, when I say not a high quality event, I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? This could be the highest quality event in the game. What do you grab for 0? Great question. Double energy. Shouldn't have grabbed anything. Should have allowed Seek to come back via an all for 1, but... losing 1 HP is not that bad. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Multicast is not an attack. There you go. We lose 1 HP, which means we lose 0. The block helps out. That was my reasoning there. If we hit you, it's going to hit for 5. Okay, so we can hit you once. We need to hit you for 6 damage next turn. That'll do. Totally fine fight. We don't need the regen potion right now. We may need it in the future. We don't need it right now. I will fight. I'm not sure if this is a good event, but, you know, it's a relatively easy one. 2 Seek. Okay. So this is like double energy. Start there. Don't gum it up. You're in a good spot. And then you just double it. So you got 10. We have 5 that we want to spend. That does open up a meteor strike, but I don't want to channel meteors. Let's play that. So we're taking no damage. We certainly want to do this. We certainly want to do this. Okay, what comes next? With 5 energy left, I actually, and don't shoot the messenger, think that the best card, even though it gives us an energy surplus, is just electrodynamics. Does damage to the Thorn Lord without us requiring to, you know, actually be there. We got enough block. That's... I should have reversed order, but still. Like, Electro at 2... I will always think is underpriced. The only time it's not great is when you're, dude, madness. That was a huge energy refund. No, oh, excuse me. That wasn't an attack. Man, maybe Thunderstrike's an attack now that I think about it. You're doing 21 damage. Check this out. You lived. Yeah, but how about now? You're still alive, but like not for long. The only time, and this is what I was going to say earlier before I lost my train of thought. The only time electrodynamics is underpowered is when you are up against a single enemy that's tanky. So at the end of turn 13, deal 40 damage to all enemies. No idea how to use it, except just let it exist. But still, that's not uncool. Anytime we start with a multicast, we're probably gonna use it. No, don't kill the... Yeah, thank you. Just want to keep them all alive, but as weak as possible, so like a single hyper beam can dump them, you know? Well... it's kind of an amazing turn for a buffer. Following that, I immediately want blocks. As many blocks as possible, please. Like, weaken you. Okay, that's a great start. Should have probably made you vulnerable first. Then I think you seek out a Glacier, and without even crunching the numbers, you just hope that Buffer and Glacier got you under control here. 18 plus 12. Yeah, we're going to lose a buffer. But that's not bad. This turn, I don't even think we have to go that far. We'll just play our hand, more or less. One Hyper Beam shows up, we win the game. In fact, we should be seeking Hyper Beams, now that I think about it. Whenever possible, at least. All for 1. Evoke all of your orbs, gain an orb slot for each orb evoked. I don't really want to evoke all my orbs to deal some damage to this guy. This is not great. Just to level with you. We don't have great cards in hand. When this gets evoked, you're done. You can't stop it. You got to put up 70 block this turn. Always, always, always. Okay. So we would prefer to upgrade a card right now. I think you're doing 18 damage. That's hilarious that you think that that's any good at all. So we're just going to do this. And be honest with you, we need boot sequence. We'll play bias cognition. We'll seek. What are we going to seek for 0? Not a good play. I would like to go back and not do this, please. In my head, I thought we'd have 1 energy left. We do have an echo form. Wow. This is horrible. Actually, we're dead. I didn't even think about it, and there was nothing we could have done in the moment. We're actually just dead. No, we're gonna live with like 6 HP. I forgot about the plated armor. That's on me. So that was highly stupid on my part. We're definitely gonna have to rest. Forget upgrading. Taking a while, but the claws are getting there. Please, Frost. Okay. Couple holograms. You can make this work. You hologram, bring back a hologram. Your hologram comes back, you use that to bring back a hologram. Following this, you're going to use a hologram. So you have 29 block. I'm thinking you play a hologram following that. Probably use that to grab a hologram. Then you'll play a hologram. And, I mean, after all that, why not a claw? Wait, yeah, this is the turn where you're intangible. Okay. So it worked. Our master plan has come to fruition. That was very scary, though. It's 35 damage. Okay, we lived. Never a doubt in my mind. Bag of Marbles, good. Oddly Smooth Stone, good. I mean, again, these are just, it's the same... it's the same cards showing up over and over. Very scared, by the way, because now we have 17 HP and we should have taken the regen, but I was, if I'm being honest with you, I was being overly cocky. Check this out, okay? Seek. This time you're going to seek Amplify. We've been making that mistake a lot. Why not amplify an echo form? It saved you 2 energy in the long run. It's worth playing biased in my head here. Okay, 13 damage, which means we're fine. We just want to ice you as quickly as possible. I'm very sorry, Pain. You're going to think this is terrible? We could play nothing. And I think that maybe there's a case to be made to play nothing. That way we take no damage, and every point is kind of precious to us right now. Now this guy's got a real chance to ruin our lives, but... oh, if only we could evoke and then multicast. I don't mind hitting you for 55 and then maybe evoking this 0 times. Let's see if it works. It evoked it for 5. That's incredible. I'm the luckiest man in the world. Weak for a turn, but we have more than 13 block already. Doubling up on Rainbow is pretty strong. We would rather double up on Bias Cognition first, and then double up on Rainbow. Probably a Core Surge after that. Oh, and then a Charge Battery. Alright, we're back in it. We're playing inventively. This is a polite way to describe it on this floor. Six energy remaining. I mean, buffer is so good. I feel like you would seek something like that. 21 damage. I'm an idiot. Almost any attacks will kill him. All for one, it kills him, and it also puts us in a great spot. Extra focus or a calcum, more biased. Of course, this is the approach that I'm going to take here, by the way. It's dicey. Extremely dicey. But I want to be up there. You know? Run, lift us up where we belong. Where the eagle... You know the song, probably. Okay. We have 24 block. Nobody... What would be in here? Amplify. Nobody wants me to take Glacier. That's exactly what's going to happen. Glacier is almost like a guarantee we will never take damage again. Please, God, give me Bag of Prep. I beg of you. 16. Okay, so like, again, not anybody's favorite first play. But it leaves us in a very dominant position moving forward. Okay, we got 37 damage. We're starting to get into the kind of a lot camp. So you're super dead. I'm taking no damage. We could evoke all of our orbs. One day I'll play Fission. I just don't know if I've ever had the shell. And I don't know if I would recognize what the shell was. I'm not talking about, you know, where Metal Gear Solid 2 takes place. We've done it. Pretty simple. Toxic Egg is way too late to be useful. We're back to maximum. We, at that point, probably did not have to rest, to be honest, but... Back to maximum, for once. Now, this is, yet again, a good Seek opportunity. I think. Like, play zero-cost stuff. We would have 2 energy left over. What would you want to do with it? Personally, I would like to seek an upgraded Seek, or start with the upgraded Seek in our hand. That would be our first quality. Because being able to seek a double energy plus a card that costs a lot, including a multicast, is huge. Because there's no point to seeking a double energy here without Ice Cream. So what we would probably do, we'd seek a 2 energy card with some chutzpah, you know? I'm thinking that's probably Glacier. Because it gives us the block necessary for the future. I did even think about Bias Cognition. But we can always do that later. Kind of a long run today, too. But these runs, I don't know about you, I won't put words in your mouth, but for me, these runs just fly by, dude. I mean, with 5 energy, I could have gone for a Seek and then used it, yeah, that's fine. Could have gone for a Seek and then used the Seek to grab Meteor Strike, but I really like Meteor Strike as the first play. It doesn't work as well in the other location. Okay. What do you want to double? That's the real question. You could double your Claw. It's not very good. Then you all for 1. Weaken him. Get some Claw action out there. Rebound to charge battery. We could have hologrammed back another Claw. I mean, these are just not very strong plays. We didn't draw the engine we needed. Always here, you're going to start with Meteor Strike. It gives you energy. It's better than playing double... Well, it's probably not better than playing it first, but it's just... It's on par, I think. So we'd really like to kill him next turn. Apparently we have... No, it's 9 focus. Okay, which is now 6 focus. I think you have to start with the Lightning Strike. We still have our buffer active. I'd love to dump that, by the way, but... That's not that good. You know what? Take my buffer. I don't want to lose any more HP. We'll just kill you next turn when we don't... Excuse me? I lost buffer to pain, maybe? Well, that makes me highly upset. I'm not going to lie to you. Well... What would you take? It's kind of a weird one. Don't really want to evoke this 100 times. I know, I don't want to be here either, dude. Just so you're clear, like, this isn't where I want to be. This isn't how I want to spend my time. I would like to have some attacks that actually, like, hit you, but apparently those are not going to be in the cards for any of us today, so... I think we ruined our run. I don't know when it happened. It's hard to pinpoint. But somewhere along the road, we've done something to this run. We don't need the block. Let's just hit the crap out of him, dude. All for one, please? Can't. That's fine. That's fine. We got enough block anyway. I don't know. Maybe Frost will save us. Duvu Doll. Gambling chip. Gambling chip's pretty great. More buffers. More amplifies might have been better. Alright, just let me kill this guy. Rest for 1 HP or whatever the heck it's going to be. And then move on with my life. I gotta be honest. Bias Cognition is really good. Let's try something like this. Fair. Highly fair. I am unupset. Did not need to do this. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to upgrade Seek, assuming we even live, which we probably will. But I mean, if we don't live here, we got a real problem, because we could always just Seek Buffer. But I think what you do is you Seek maybe Buffer, but also double energy. Which used to be there, but has now been shuffled somewhere. Then you double your energy. Twice, apparently. Because we played Amplify, that's fair. Play this, play this. Don't multicast, even though, well, 18 times 13 might have killed him. They've given us another option. We can multicast them again. You like it? 20 times 13? Yeah, that's it. Basically kills him. Doesn't quite kill him. You should have 5 HP left, and then all we gotta do is hit him with the Dark Orb at some point. Or literally anything else, because we have the Kuribo boot or whatever the heck it's called. Forget this. Probably will not need it. I know we've been holding it for 10 years. Alright, so here's my game plan. We smith, we upgrade the Seek that starts in our hand. That one. We pull double energy and something else. Everything else depends on how this goes. 26. Okay. What do we not want? Certainly not fission. Everything else is pretty great. Fair enough. Gain the focus. Plated armor. Taking no damage unless we play 12 cards. Here's what I would do. Seek. We want to keep it as few cards as possible. Seek. Double energy. Multicast. Which exists. I know it exists. It is a multiple cast situation. One of these days, I'm going to remember it. It's right there. Okay. You're going to double your energy. You're going to amplify, echo form. You're going to multicast for a ton of damage. That's more damage than we would ever expect to get out of 7 cards. On top of the setup costs, you know? So you're doing 21 damage. That's no joke. We got 14 already. Okay, so we rolled energy over. That's great. Core Surge is the right play there. That's everything about that is fine. We take no damage. We get 2 artifacts. He's doing 27. This is where you would probably want to Seek again. I gotta be honest with you. If we could just get a multicast, we kill him. Well, if we got maybe a little bit more energy, but we need to seek something. For now, I'm going to seek a glacier. And perhaps even a meteor strike. That was our first card. If it's not, we're in trouble. So you play this, it pays for itself. We're in a good spot again. I do like the idea of a rebound, go for the eyes. I also like drawing one extra card, even though we are advancing him a little bit. This is fine. This is a great turn for some biased cognitions. But actually, this is a great turn for a lot of things, because he's going to take it highly slow. So this turn, I actually, to be honest with you, I don't think it's a good turn for any of this. I would like to play 4 cards just to keep him going here, but there's no reason to hit him or to remove our frost. Like, I don't want to remove these frosts by playing Electros. Buffer's huge here. Yeah, I mean, you probably start there. He's doing 33 damage. We have no means of getting to block except Rainbow. Alright, we're on 38 block. Probably. Nothing to worry about right now. He should be dead next turn, and we've kind of like, we hit a dip when we fought, well, all the elites on this floor, but we've kind of made it back since that point. I think, at least. This is not a high quality turn for us. I could hit you for 54 at a cost of 6 focus, which is actually kind of a lot. What I would like to, I think I'm going to claw. 3 more cards, all for 1, I guess. And then with a pen nib, I guess in this case I'll hit you for 100. And so it only worked once, huh? I thought maybe I could cheat the system. We're still in a great spot now. I think that was the right way to do that. You're doing 54 damage. We still have many buffers available. Well, let's do the math. 77. I really only need to hit you, well, for less than that. What if we bias up like crazy and then cold snap? You know what I mean? Like bias, which will play twice. Bias will play twice. Cold snap will push this out. 2 of these. We need to... I like it. I like it, honestly. There may be a better line, but I like this. Clearly, he did not die, but we are generating 54 block from Frost, so I would say that that's like a pretty good look for us right now. Pain! Any attack. That was our final card, so things were getting slightly spooky. Goodbye, Tomo. Just in time, buddy. 1,300 damage, I mean, that's a very good score. That's high. We got beyond perfect, which is really... I think that's going to set us apart. Even though we had that dip in the middle, we did very well today. All things considered. 155 right up here with Isaac. Where's Glail? I didn't go this many pages. That scares me. The villainous Glail. Don't see it yet. Oh! Anyway, that was good. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.